Hi, I'm Daniel Ingram, the songwriter for the upcoming indie game Billie Bust Up.
And I'm Trevor Hoffman, the song orchestrator and arranger.
Billie Bust Up is a 3D platforming musical game inspired by classic musical films. Characters sing, perform, and fight to the beat of the epic soundtrack. Each song in the game engages the player in a unique way, from catchy boss fights and villain songs to wild chase sequences.
There are also rhythm-based minigames within the larger storyline.
The songs play an integral part of the game, which is why we've put a lot of attention on creating a killer soundtrack with over a dozen full-length playable songs featured throughout the game.
We've already released a couple of songs on Spotify, with over 150,000 monthly listeners and millions of streams and counting on our Spotify and YouTube channels. And the game hasn't even been released yet.
Exactly, which is why we want to take things to the next level for all of you. We want to go from this to this.
Isn't that example a little extreme?
Yeah, okay, maybe, but you get the idea. For 10 years, I wrote over 100 songs on Generation 4 of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and Equestria Girls. And I've written over 600 songs for animated shows, most of which have been done using MIDI production. However, when we recorded the songs for My Little Pony the movie, with live orchestra and live big band, it was awesome and made a big difference to the end result.
MIDI has its time and place, but the MIDI orchestra can never really replace the impact of the real instruments in the real orchestra.
But everything that goes into recording a live orchestra and big band is super time-consuming and expensive, especially since we are an indie game after all, which started with crowdfunding from people like you.
Which is where all of you come in, with everything from signed prints, sheet music, keychains, personalized recorded messages from the cast, and in-game appearances of your own original character.
To inviting you to come and attend the recording in person with us. If we raise enough, we will fly in some cast members to sing the songs live with the orchestra. You'll get to sign some NDAs and hear the songs in the game before anybody else.
And if we reach our first basic goal, we'll be able to replace the MIDI production with a live big band for 5 of the biggest songs.
Exactly. We'll get a documentary film crew to come in and capture it all, and it'll make for some great behind-the-scenes footage for after the game comes out. One stretch goal is to break down the songwriting process and take each song in the game from concept to final product and show you how it all came together.
But we don't want to stop there. Our stretch goals are to replace all the orchestral samples with a live symphony orchestra, recorded over 2 days in an amazing legendary studio.
It will sound so epic.
Yeah, and the production value will make for a more satisfying listening and playing experience within the game.
And maybe give us a shot at some game music awards too. This Billie Bust Up game has been a genuine labor of love by so many people over the last several years in development. Starting back in 2017, what Katie and Ash have built with their team already is truly amazing, and they continue to be just as determined to give you a cast of characters and a story that we're confident you'll love as much as we do. So from us and all of the people who have poured their hearts and souls into making this very special game, please consider joining us to get through this final stage and make Billie Bust Up the most immersive and satisfying gaming experience it can be.
And thank you for all of your support.